Brace yourself for the chilling finale that horror fans won't want to miss. Madelaine Petsch is stepping back into the nightmare as the final girl for one epic, heart-pounding conclusion in The Strangers, Chapter 3. Imagine a world where masked intruders terrorize unsuspecting victims in their own homes, turning everyday life into a relentless game of cat and mouse. That's the spine-tingling premise of the Strangers franchise, and now, it's gearing up for its third and thankfully last chapter in this rebooted trilogy helmed by director Renny Harlin. But here's where it gets controversial. Some fans argue that rebooting a classic like this feels unnecessary, potentially diluting the original's raw fear factor. Is it a fresh take on terror, or just another cash grab? We'll dive into that as we unwrap the details. Set for a theatrical release on February 6, 2026, The Strangers, Chapter 3 wraps up the story with what promises to be the trilogy's most intense plunge into darkness. Picture this: a scarred and battle-worn Maya, played by Madelaine Petsch, making her ultimate stand against the eerie, silent killers who have haunted her world. The new poster hints at a twist that's sure to spark endless speculation. Could Maya end up donning the infamous pin-up girl mask herself? It's a tantalizing clue that suggests deeper layers of identity and survival in this psychological thriller. For beginners diving into horror, think of it as exploring how trauma can blur the lines between victim and pursuer, adding a layer of complexity to the scares. And this is the part most people miss. The film isn't just about jump scares, it's aiming for a full-circle reckoning that delves deeper into the mythology of these iconic masked figures. Madelaine Petsch reprises her role as Maya, whose journey culminates in a fierce quest for vengeance, setting her on an inevitable, brutal path toward confrontation with the Strangers. To give you a bit more context, the Strangers originally drew inspiration from real-life unsolved mysteries, like the Manson family murders, which adds an unsettling sense of plausibility to the horror. Imagine if home invaders were as methodical and emotionless as these faceless entities. Behind the camera, Renny Harlin, the mind behind action-packed hits like Die Hard 2 and the underwater thriller Deep Blue Sea, directs once more from a screenplay by the dynamic duo Alan R. Cohen and Alan Friedland. Their script builds on the previous installments, amplifying the tension for what fans hope will be a satisfying, if dark, resolution. Rounding out the ensemble is a talented cast. Gabriel Barso, known for his breakout role in Super 8, brings youthful energy. Emma Horvath, fresh from her stint in The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, adds a touch of fantasy world intrigue. Pablo Sandstrom delivers fresh-faced charisma, and Richard Brake, unforgettable from Barbarian, embodies the chilling menace we've come to expect. Now, let's stir the pot a little more. Is this trilogy's darkest descent a bold evolution of horror, or does it risk overstaying its welcome by revisiting familiar scares? Some might say reboots like this one breathe new life into old franchises, while others lament the loss of originality. Personally, I'm intrigued by the potential for Maya's transformation under the mask. Could it symbolize reclaiming power in a terrifying world, or is it just another trope? What do you think? Will The Strangers, Chapter 3 redeem the series, or has the reboot gone too far? Drop your theories about the mask twist and your hot takes on horror reboots in the comments below. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Remember, horror thrives on debate, so let's chat about it. As a dedicated writer in the horror community since 2008 and editor-in-chief of Bloody Disgusting, I've seen my fair share of spine chillers. I even own Eli Roth's prop corpse from Piranha 3D. Talk about a conversation starter. With two fantastic feline companions and a lingering love for toys, I'm always on the lookout for the next big scare.